So this is video number 3, and it's about your writing process. Topic number 1 is the steps that we normally take during writing an essay. And at first, I think I understand the prompt and what it's asking for and kind of pull different parts of it and analyze those, like in ours, how reading and writing helps people, and then how democracy helps people, and then how those relate to each other. And then I find quotes from the related text and maybe an additional source, and then ways that I can personally connect to it and integrate those ideas into it, so that has like a universal feel, not just straight ideas from a textbook or a novel. And then the rough draft, I think I spent about 5 hours on it, and I just sat there for 5 hours and straight work on it. Then I find an outside source who can revise it. That's usually my aunt, because she's good at writing and she knows how to use constructive criticism to help me. Unless we do it in class, then I have that edit and then her edit, maybe someone else, and then I fix it, and I usually don't spend a lot of time fixing it. So this traditional writing process that I use does not produce the essay that I desire, because first of all, I start strong and then I give up at the end, which is like I spend a really long time on the introduction and thesis because I really want to hook the reader and then make them want to keep reading it. But then I have one or two quotes that really strongly connect to the thesis, and then at the end, if maybe the last paragraph tends to be just a filler paragraph, and try to connect that as much as I can to the thesis. And then the conclusion, I don't really know how to write a thesis, I guess, because I feel like it's just restating the introduction except in different words, and it's not as important. So maybe I need to actually research how to do a really strong and effective conclusion. And um, what I need to do is to take risks in response to what I'm doing wrong. So I think I would figure out what order to do the thesis and the body paragraphs, because sometimes it doesn't really relate to the body paragraphs, because somehow the ideas get like mixed around or they start to not make sense. So I think I need to figure out if I need to write the body paragraphs first or the thesis first, and then make sure that they all connect and not just leave it there if they don't connect, like actually try to connect it. And make more time for revision, because I don't think I spend enough time on it, because I think if I already spent so much time writing it in the first place, then why do I need to spend so much time fixing it if I already have something written down? So I think I need to fix that. And then I need to outline all of my ideas instead of improvising, because usually I don't have outlines, I'm not given outlines, and so I just come up with quotes, and then I come up with a thesis, and then I try to relate it as I'm writing, which hasn't been effective. And I think I can also spread out the writing process over a few days instead of just one day, because maybe sitting down for 5 hours at a time isn't really a smart idea. And did I follow through with this? Yes and no. Spreading it out on several days didn't work because life happens and things don't really work out in timing because there's so much going on. And so I did do it sitting down all at once, pretty much. And I don't think that's really going to change. Um, outlining the ideas got easier because we did that throughout class, and it was really relevant throughout the whole past month that we've been doing this. So I think that helps a lot. And I've never really done that in class before, so I thought that was really interesting how that can change the production and greatness of an essay. And the thing that I did with the thesis and the body paragraphs was I wrote my thesis, and it was just pretty vague, like I agree with it, and then, or I don't agree, or whatever, and then I I pretty much wrote what I was trying to prove in each of the body paragraphs, and then I put that into the thesis, and then I wrote the body paragraph. So I think that helped, and it was easier to write and prove my thesis when I had the main idea of each paragraph. And then the peer editing experience, I think I didn't do my best, but I still tried because I was already running late. I was having a bad morning, and so it was just, I could have tried harder if I didn't really have a bad day. And then, but I think it helped, and I was still trying. And what I liked was hearing that I have great ideas, but it's unclear what I'm trying to say, because I know that sometimes I have good ideas, and then I can't put it down on words that make sense. So I like that I'm noticing what other people are noticing, and then I like how it uses the fixed mindset, which is what we learned in the video. Like the other day, I studied for at least 5 hours, 5 or 6 hours, doing my math homework and studying for a quiz, and I felt really confident when I took the quiz because I realized that hearing that I was smart in math made me realize with a fixed mindset that I'm smart, I don't need to study, so I basically failed my first math quiz. And I think now that I have the growth mindset, it helps me a lot because I want to improve and I don't have the lid over my improvement. And I think from this writing process, evaluation, I've already learned a lot, and I'm definitely willing to spend as much time on it as I can to improve it. And yeah.